like I said, I don't watch the show enough to be
You
like,
know that. BM said, if you're not feeling anyone, pop it. Pop anybody.
yeah.
He told you guys that.
Like I don't like I said, I watch like clips, but I don't really see how the show goes. So naturally, I thought we were just.
You just heard from the producer how the show goes.
Why are y'all going on shows that you don't know about? I watched a 30-second clip of a 2-hour show. I'm gonna go on it. Hey, what's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy KiteZz here. My lovely wife is just Alex.
What's up, peoples?
Hey, today we are checking out episode 46 mini reunion. BM talks to him. It seems to be on Arlette's channel, which is weird. So I don't know. It normally is on BM's channel. So we about to find out, man. Hey, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Show support to everything that we do. Also subscribe to other channels that you like, you know? Your comments and your likes actually do help those channels more than you guys realize. All right, let's do it.
Alright, so before we begin, I'd like to say that anything Pop the Balloon related will now all be under one channel, this channel.
Yep. So BM talks to them. It's a match. Any other show that may have segmented off from Pop the Balloon, it's all going to be on here underneath one channel, so you don't have to go searching all around YouTube. It's all going to be right here for you.
Yeah, and remember, make sure you subscribe. Let's get to that 1 million subscribers. Yeah.
Okay.
I get it. I don't like that because it like what they were doing was creating like a universe of content so that like you guys would constantly be in an algorithm of like relatable content to what they're doing. But I think it's because a lot of people don't understand like how YouTube and these social media systems kind of work. A lot of people are probably like, yeah, this is way better. I don't want to have to do this, but it's like, okay, you kind of eliminate like a source of your content now.
Oh, yeah, that's part of the reason.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason.
Well,
I'm going to give the blunt version. Y'all don't like to support BM. Y'all don't like to support BM. The second he started the BM Talks to him and he started other segments on his own channel outside of Arlette, even though they're married, they're one, they're a union, it's their show together. Everybody in the comments complain about him taking the spotlight away from Arlette. Y'all don't support his content because when BM Talks to him drops, the views tank versus when it's on Arlette's page. He had 500 before she even started doing YouTube full time. The views built up, the subscribers built up on her channel. Yes, there's more views and more traction on her channel. But the point of the matter is y'all don't support anything that he does solo outside of Arlette Amuli's page.
it's true.
That's just what it is.
It's true. It's true. So a lot of people are probably thinking this is a blessing. Oh, this is great. It's like I don't think you guys realize like what you guys, well, not the people that didn't vote for this or ask for this, but the people that complained about it. I don't think you guys realize like kind of like the crutch you guys just put on their way of putting out content.
Yeah, but they're going to be fine regardless because they work really well together. They're very professional. You know, they're covered and blessed by God. Like anything that they do, they got it. So it's fine. It's not a monkey in the wrench or the situation, but it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
So we're almost there, guys. Almost there.
All right, and remember, this is what it's all about.
Yes.
All right, welcome back to BM.
Okay. We gotta find a spot for us.
Man, I always got to move upstairs.
We can't even move upstairs. All right, well, we're gonna have to block old boy, man. I'm sorry, buddy.
Talk to them. So today we actually have something different, something new. We are going to start having some mini reunions from some episodes. So today we're going to start with episode 46.
Hey.
How is everybody doing today?
Welcome, guys.
Doing good.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Can't complain.
Y'all-
There, just so y'all can see his socials. There you go. This is social. I don't want to hold him. All right, y'all. Sorry.
Smile, you can look a little happy. Y'all look scared.
It's something new, man. Don't know what to expect,
Right.
Okay. Yeah, so obviously I wanted to bring you guys on to speak about your episode, right? There was a lot going on. First I want to ask you guys, what made you apply to come on the show? And also add, what difficulties do you have in the dating scene right now?
Okay.
Who want to go? I'll go first.
Yeah, go ahead, Ashley.
So I was honestly just messing around. I didn't think I was actually going to get picked. I was working, and on Facebook, sometimes I just took a break and I saw a viral moment and I thought it was funny. I went to go watch it and I watched it till the end. And I saw that, Arlette, you said that there's a link below. And me and my trainer and like one of his other clients, we were all working out together. And I was telling them just about my dating and just how bad it's been. And so they were joking with me about going on the show. So when I saw that there was a link, I decided to mess around. I was like, oh, why not? Not thinking I was actually going to get, picked. And so when I did, I was like, oh, okay, well, what do I really have to lose? I'm not really dating anyone, so not talking to anyone. So why not try something different? I'm not on the dating apps anymore, so I'm different.
So what difficulties do you have in the dating scene right now?
LA is it's different. Like I said, I'm from Dallas, and so I'm used to just masculine men and men that just kind of take lead of things. And so coming out here, you just have a lot of guys a lot of guys don't come, they're not coming out here for that. They're coming.
I can show you some masculine men. You're going to have to go to the hood, though. But if you go to Hollywood, you go on the boardwalk, yeah, you're not going to find a lot of those.
I know that is a statement I've never expected to hear that. I can't find no masculine men in LA.
Well, okay. LA don't represent all of California.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
I get where she's coming from, but yeah.
What? Okay, break it down. Oh, I mean that's not fair though, because it's there's some, but that has nothing to do with her dating market.
It's probably it just depends where you're at in LA, because it just depends where you're at. Not all of LA is like that though. It just depends where you're at. That's all I can really say. But I get where she's coming from.
Coming out here, most people are coming out here to chase a dream. A lot of people are coming out here to just really goal oriented. So that's more so what they're into and have the time for. And they're just really, really flashy. And I don't mind some flashiness, but it's so Hollywood out here. Or you have guys that are very...
It's almost like that's Hollywood. It's Hollywood. It's almost like you're getting what you came for.
You want a masculine man? Go to Melrose. You'll find one. You'll find one.
I can find you a thug.
That's what I'm saying,
I can find you some thugs. Hey.
Feminine, just very sassy or...
with that note, all right, y'all, this video's over. Because she said the stupidest word you can say to describe any type of man. We all know that is a word used to emasculate men. Let's stop using that word, yo. Cut that out.
And they're just really, really flashy. And I don't mind some flashiness, but it's so Hollywood out here. Or you have guys that are very feminine, just very sassy, or just really in their egos. Or you also just have a lot of just beautiful women. And so I think when you get in that mindset that you have so many options, that no one's really serious for real. So
hey, you know what I'm not jacking? And I know we pausing a lot, but it's a lot of talking points, so shut up. Enjoy the content, man. But you know what I'm not jacking? when people describe the dating market, whenever a sex is describing it, right, it's like, oh, as a guy, the dating pool is so hard because all these women are stubborn, big-headed, they don't listen, they don't want to be feminine, blah, 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 blah. And then it's just hard for a hardworking guy like me, a guy who just wants to find true love, and I just want loyalty and all that.
Everybody else is the problem, but you're not.
And then when the women do it, all the guys are sassy, feminine, they don't do this, blah, 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 blah. These men are horrible. And there's just a lot of hardworking, beautiful women out here that we're just so delicate. And bro, y'all be so biased. Y'all don't really want to talk about what y'all really be doing wrong, bro. It's so lame.
That's kind of been just some of the troubles that I've had. And
so you just been perfect.
Like, even just men that I felt was of the same stature as me, and unfortunately they would be great, and then they would be like really disrespectful, or just really talkative. Like they would only. It was never like a two-way street of just us having a conversation. It was always me just sitting there listening to them, and it was kind of like really all about them. So that's what I found myself just in the dating scene, and I just was like, okay, I'm cool.
Okay, so I have a question for you, Ashley. I know you said you kind of applied, kind of like not taking it too serious, but if you were to have matched, is that something you would have taken serious, or it was all just kind of like,
No, I really am, like I said, I am on the dating scene, and I know how I am. I slow pace like things, especially when it comes to relationships. I think it really takes a lot of time to get to know someone. So for me, like if I matched with someone, I would have taken the time to get to know that person.
Okay, cool. All right, let's hear from Ahmad.
So we just saw what she did, right? Now, there's two sides to it. On one side, I agree with some of the stuff she's saying. That's cool. But I did notice that there was like a highly disconnected lack of accountability towards like what is really keeping her single. Because I heard more of it's the men's fault.
Yeah, because you can experience that in any state, any city.
Yeah. So I'm curious though now, because now that the woman has done that, is the dude going to do the same thing? Is he going to blame all the women for why he's single? I'm curious.
What was the first question?
He wasn't even paying attention. He's good.
That was what made you apply on the show.
I mean, I watch the show every week in the gym. I have a gym in Miami, and me and my clients watch the show every week. And I've been single for a while, and all the ladies in my gym been trying to get me to get a girlfriend, all my family members trying to get me to get a wife, have kids. So every time we watch the show, they always get on me. Why you don't apply? Why you don't apply? I'm like, nah, man, I'm not gonna apply to go on a show. I don't know. I just feel like it wasn't a good look for me for my profession because I'm already in this type of world with women like that. I didn't want to go out there and just put that on my face like that. But one of the girls in the gym applied for me, and she told me she applied, and I was like, oh man, I was like, all right, cool. And I didn't think nothing of it. I really thought y'all were gonna hit me up. I didn't know she applied. I didn't know what picture she chose. She went on my IG and chose everything. And the assistant hit me up. And I was like, okay, my birthday coming up. I could use this as a trip before my birthday trip. I was like, why not? What's going to hurt? So I decided just to get the flight and go out there.
So she applied as a joke or as a whatever. He didn't apply at all. Somebody applied for him.
A woman applied for him, which is good because they'll pick the right pictures. They'll say the right things.
Right. You know. But my problem is now, so was your sole objective coming here for love? No. Was your sole objective coming here for love? No. It wasn't your objective at all to be here. Okay.
Like I said, I'm like Ashley. I've been single for a while, and Miami's similar to LA. It's very superficial down here.
I can't speak for Florida.
I want to have kids. I want to have a girl and all this type of stuff, but it's a lot of like I say, superficial, a lot of fake things. Everybody's out here on this, like I say, entrepreneur scene. Nobody want to settle down. Everybody on this, get rich quick scene, all this type of stuff like that. So I'm like, man, if I'm going to be serious about dating, I got to try to find different avenues. And I was like, why not? Let's go out there and see what can happen. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
Go out there and don't find love, and then get to see beautiful Arizona. So that's what it was for me.
Okay. And what about for you, Jaira?
Okay, so he didn't do much blaming. Well, he did. He said everybody out here is superficial. So he didn't say his real reason why he's not. Like, it just seems like he gave off the impression I'm single because I'm just not like pursuing it.
Yeah, I guess, or more so, from what I can gather from both of them, like the area that they're in, they're tired of like the experiences that they're going through with the people of the area that they're in. So she's currently in LA, but she used to be from Dallas. So I don't know what it's like in Dallas, and maybe she would have more luck there because it's her hometown and stuff like that. But the same thing with him. He's from Miami. He's probably tired of like the superficialness that he's experiencing in Miami. I don't know, but like I said, you can experience that anywhere.
So can we say that all this superficial and flashiness and stuff, that's social media culture? Social media culture is doing this to the dating scene?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, cuz
okay.
Yeah.
How y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel like it's social media culture?
It's just people in general, you know. The society changes.
Right.
Oh, so yeah, so I apply. Well, I watch the show often, and I apply, just to see if I would get selected. I was surprised to actually receive a response. I'm glad for the experience. And as far as dating goes, I mean, I would say nowadays, like men are just afraid of commitment.
And we're back at it. We're back at it. Okay. Applied just to do it. Didn't apply, got forced to do it. Applied just to see if I was gonna RNG get selected. But it's men's fault. It's men's fault. Women are superficial. Got it.
Or maybe they just want to have a couple of females, a couple of things on the side. And I figured coming on a dating show that people were looking to be serious. Like we're all coming with the same intention.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All y'all, it's funny you said that because all y'all didn't have the intention of finding love based off of y'all answers just now. Love didn't come out of any one of y'all mouths right now. Or the words love, serious partner, life partner, my special one. None of that came out of any of y'all mouths in y'all explanation so far.
Yeah, it's more like they're doing it for the experience as a whole, not for like, if I get matched, then cool. If I don't get matched, then cool. Like, it is what it is.
Exactly.
And, like, it's...
I don't think that's okay. Me personally.
Because it could have been, somebody else could have took the spot that actually really genuinely wanted to match with somebody. But,
And Sean?
You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I didn't really know too much about the show, besides like just clips, reels on IG or whatever. And I had just kind of came out of something a few months prior to I guess when I got called or when I got signed up. But a friend also like told me about the show, and she was just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna sign you up. Like, it could be great. You never know, blah blah blah." So kind of similar to everyone else, I didn't really, excuse me, I didn't really expect to get chosen. It was just like, whatever. I kind of signed up, going out on a whim. So when I did get a call back, it was just like, oh wow, like this is kind of real. I didn't think it was real at first. I almost thought it was a scam, to be honest.
Friends and family, your intentions are great, but stop signing your people up.
Not looking for love, not looking for love, not looking for love, not looking for love. Friend invited me. It's a whatever. All right.
But turns out it was like, like, something could potentially happen. I really didn't know what to expect. So I was kind of just going into it, with no expectations, but open to the idea of dating and, kind of putting myself out there. This is like a real, like, different scale than something I've done before. So I feel like the other part of your question was what, like, the issues with dating. I feel like,
For you specifically.
people are real temporary these days. So it's like it's kind of hard to see like who's really trying to like be in it for the long run and things of that nature. So I think that's been the biggest, I guess, difficulty
Okay.
for me.
Wait, he added a flair to it. Okay. He didn't say men or women. He said people. People are the problem. Cool. People are the problem. Men are the problem.
He said people are superficial in Miami.
Yeah. People are superficial. Oh, he said it?
Yeah, he said people are superficial in Miami.
Okay.
Yeah.
So people are the problem. Men's fault. People are superficial. Men's fault. Got it.
Okay. And Kevin.
Let me get out the way. Let me get out the way for Big Kevin, man. Hold on. Let me show him his respect, man.
So yeah, I discovered the show towards the end of last year. I think I saw like a clip that went viral and then started watching the YouTube show. And I really just started getting into it in like November, December of last year. And I like the concept that you guys created. And I didn't think, especially since there's millions of people watching the show, I figured it would be tens, if not hundreds of thousands of applications. So I was surprised because I put in late December. And then I heard back towards the end of January. So I was actually doing some consultant work in Phoenix last year. So I told myself this year, wanting to travel more, that I was going to come back anyways. And then I already had travel booked. And ironically, when the production team hit me up, I just had to move my flight up a little bit. So kind of all aligned, and I love what you guys have built there. Did I fly out to the desert thinking I was gonna, meet my one? I mean, I don't know. I kind of went into it with a open heart and mind. But yeah, and then as far as the dating scene goes, so I live in DC right now. I've been here for a little bit over a year, and I was in Atlanta for 8 years prior to that. Um, People always say how the dating scene nowadays is kind of jaded. Personally, I've always had like good experiences where I had very quality women enter in my life. It just ended for one reason or another. But when I first moved out here, it was just work essentially. And recently, in the last few months, I've been, now that I'm kind of, advancing in my career and that everything else is very steady, looking to hopefully meet someone that, I enjoy, our values align, and things like that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's his answer is interesting. Okay. Because now he's saying he's been dealing with quality women. It's not the women's fault. It's his career. That's why he's having trouble in the dating, right?
Yeah, like one thing led to another. So it could possibly be career, it could be distance, it could be small things probably, but
I really wish they had a third female on the panel to give an answer, because blames men, superficial, blames people, it's people in general, and then his own career.
Right.
But again, was not sole objective, was not love. You guys are the problem with the show. If your guys are filling it out, it shouldn't be if I get picked out, it'd be crazy or whatever. You should be filling out these applications designated of like, I want to find my match no matter what. So I'm going to put it in. I want to find my match. Not it'd be crazy if I got selected. It would be cool if I got selected. Maybe I could get selected. Like
it's kind of like when you apply for like something like this is very different. So I feel like when people come on and they apply for the show, they don't have super high expectations, because this would be a crazy way to find like love and find your person. So they don't believe in like that it could be them. You get what I'm saying? Like Mike and Keith, when they got on the show, I don't think they thought they would have. Like,
I think Mike said he was there to find his.
No, yeah, he was there to find it, but I don't think he thought he was gonna, pop that question so soon or anything like that. Like it.
Oh yeah,
it happens in crazy ways, but it can happen.
So my whole point of calling them out is when they ask you what is your intention of being on the show. Mm-hmm. I want people to be on the show, their intention being, I came here because I really want to find love. Right. That's what I'm getting on them about. Your intention of going on a show to find love should not be if I get lucky, or maybe that would be cool if I got on there, or I saw some viral clips so I wanted to go on there. It should be, I was looking for my one. You get what I'm saying?
You should already have been doing the groundwork and the research and your homework on yourself,
right?
To like mentally and physically prepare to.
And that's why I say they ruined the authenticity of the show.
Yeah, they can.
Okay. Man, I must say, right, when you get selected to come on the show, it's a, you are very lucky because there's a lot of people that apply.
Yeah.
A lot. I've narrowed it down now to about 12,000 people. And these people are the people that I can pick to go on episodes. So just imagine how much people are applying every day. You feel me? So there, it's a lot of work that goes into this. So it's definitely a great thing for you to come on the platform to try to find love. So I want to start off by saying that this episode was fire, of course, right? I actually want to play a video. Let me actually play this video so we can all see this first clip and then we can speak about this.
Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
Ahmad, 33. Just wasn't my type, and it was giving city girl vibes. You came out real hot out the gate, and you got these temperaments and these, these facial expressions, stuff like that. I just wasn't feeling it. Kind of young and immature to me, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is he someone that's your type?
No.
Okay. Why not?
It's the nose ring and the earrings for me.
Okay.
It's a no.
Hey, everybody got,
Next.
Oh my. Okay. Let's go over here.
I didn't even know that was Luda.
Who we starting with?
First, let's start with Ahmad. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's start with Ahmad. Can you define what you mean by city girls?
So when I said that city girls thing, man, I deal with a lot of women like that down here in Miami, as you can if you don't know, but when I said city girls, it's more about the attitude, about how they carry themselves. She came out, she had this energy, even when before she even opened her mouth, I was looking at her like, why is she coming out like this? But I wasn't even gonna pop until she rolled her eyes. That solidified the whole thing for me. That the city girl attitude. Like it's like why are you I couldn't understand. Like I said, she came real here with an intent to come out here to date or trying to find somebody to date, right? So why come out with that type of attitude? That's what I was like. I could understand it, and I see this every day in my life down here in Miami, and I feel like, especially in this day and age with social media and all this type of stuff like that, man, I feel like these women down here, well, like Miami, yeah, they need a reality check. So I don't know. It'd be crazy down here.
Okay.
So
What's the definition of a city girl? Because I thought that was equivalent of calling them like a
thought or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, well,
I think he's saying city girl for basically Miami's like the city of Florida. You get me, like the city versus you got like Broward and all that. That's like you feel me? Okay. So when he's saying city for Miami is like the deep part of LA, Hollywood for us. You get what I'm saying? So he's saying they have a city girl attitude. Like the chicks that are in that area. That's what he's saying, like city girl.
Yeah, because as soon as I hear that, it immediately clicks to the actual city girls like JT and
yeah. But those women also
are from Miami.
Well, I wasn't trying to say that. I don't know them, but from what I've seen of clips and stuff of those people, they normally have a feisty type of attitude, type of energy. I don't know them, so I'm just talking about what I've seen in clips. I don't know them, so yeah.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Know what it means to an extent, right?
Yeah.
But I'm trying to understand. Do you think that every girl that acts like that is a city girl?
The attitude part of it, because like I said, I don't. When I said the city girl thing, it's the attitude. It was her attitude. It was the attitude she had when she came out. It wasn't necessarily saying she's a city girl. I didn't know anything about her. It's her attitude when she came out. I said the temperament she was giving, the facial expressions, all the type of things she was doing, being real extra. That's like city girl stuff down here in Miami. That's ghetto girl stuff.
Ooh, sir.
Because what was this? What was this called before the term city girl came out?
He just said it, ghetto. It's ghetto. But somebody did pull a good point. When black women have attitudes, it's immediately labeled ghetto on the internet. It's immediately labeled, if a woman has an attitude or a demeanor that is not welcoming, it's immediately labeled ghetto or problematic. But when a Hispanic female, and this is evident out here in Cali, when Hispanic females have this same type of attitude,
it's sexy,
it's feisty, and it's Latin flair. It's fire. And when somebody said that in the comment, I was like, no, that's real talk, because y'all can't tell, nobody can tell me that that's not a true statement, because in our area, it is predominantly Hispanic. And I will say, when Hispanic girls have this same type of attitude that this girl in the middle has right now, every dude wants her. They call that Latin flair. They love that Latin flair. But whenever a black girl got it, it's ghetto. But people don't want to talk about it. And anybody on the internet, y'all can try to argue with me, but your arguments mean nothing to me on this, just because
you experienced it firsthand.
Yeah, I live in the area where they do it, and it's true.
That's just too extra. For what?
Okay, Jaira, we see your face. What was going through your mind during that time? I know it probably caught you a little off guard to hear that, but what was like your thought process during that time?
Yeah, so it most definitely caught me off guard. I've never been labeled a city girl ever. You know, most people would say that I'm bougie, if anything. But the city girl label, it was funny to me because, you know, first of all, I'm from the country, you know, South Carolina to be exact. But if we're being real, you know, city girl, it can mean a lot of things. It can be used negatively, as Ahmad tried to do. But it can also mean, you know, successful business woman. So if rolling my eyes at drama makes me a city girl, then I guess standing on my standards does too. I just want someone that is respectful.
Shorty, are you reading a script? Shorty, are you reading a script?
Huh?
This sounds like a script. Look. Watch. She may not. Okay, let's get that clear. She may not. I'm just saying this dialogue pattern, and I'm watching her facial expression, her eye movements. It does look like she's reading like bullet points or cards or like a script. Now just watch. I'm not saying she is.
Eyes at drama makes me a city girl, then I guess standing on my standards does too. I just want someone that is respectful and ambitious, and that shouldn't be controversial.
She is reading a script statement. Shorty, this is what people was talking about, bro. You're not authentic. Why are you reading a script?
She probably didn't want to forget her point.
Look, I get it, but be genuine. Watch this. Look, because look how long she took to read this statement. Look at her eyes.
Standing on my standards does too. I just want someone that is respectful and ambitious, and that shouldn't be controversial.
If I can just briefly, Jared, I want to ask you a question. Like, watching that clip back, right? And that's the main thing that went viral. Once Xavier, he was the guy like second to last, popped his, right? You gave him like the side look, like if looks could kill type of look. And I think as to what Amat was speaking about, that made us, right? That gave that, call it what you will, that strong aura, presence, attitude, city girl vibes that made the rest of us pop immediately after. So I was just curious, like from the energy, because like when we all arrived from the gentleman's perspective, when we got on set, Arlette BM sat us down and told us, be intentional. We're here to hopefully find someone to have a good time, but be intentional. Did you come on the show to actually hopefully find someone? Because I personally wasn't getting that from you.
Okay, here's why you don't get to ask this question. None of y'all were intentional.
Especially that one.
Yeah, especially the guy over here making the point. We just listened to y'all all say, none of y'all said love was the intention of y'all coming on the show. Y'all came on here because y'all saw clips. So this is a hypocritical question, bro.
She side-eyed him, but he was side-eyeing everybody on the show.
Yeah, and that's the funny part. Let's talk about it. Y'all want to get on her. Why is nobody talking about him? what he was doing the whole show. Why did nobody talk about it except for, I think maybe T said something. Maybe.
He was sizing everybody up.
Yeah. We had to go on our reaction and point it out that you were side-eyeing people, looking people up and down the whole episode. Why is nobody talking about that?
Just because you don't get caught by the person you side-eyed and
don't mean let's call it spade to spade. Nobody was intentional. This is chat. And then you were doing the same stuff she was doing. So this is chat.
Okay. Well, that's surprising. I did come on the show to find someone to find love. Although I didn't. So, yes, I hope that answers your question.
Ashley, what did you think about that segment?
I mean, you know, it was spicy. It was definitely spicy.
Don't sugarcoat it.
But I think essentially it was just the eye roll. I mean, just most men. I have a lot of guy friends, and they tell me all the time about their guard problems, and so just naturally off that, and a guy's listening to a guy's perspective, I knew once you guys cut in, because you know it's about the cuts too, right? So once y'all cut in on the eye roll, it was kind of obvious as to why everyone else popped. It just sucked because Jay is like a cool girl. Like when we were in the back, you know, we all had a good time. She's nice. You know, she just got a little bit more sass than, you know, most. So.
Right, because, I mean, the way she is, right, she's not a disrespectful person.
No.
You feel me? So I feel like this persona that people may have, people might think that they are this way, but they're really cool. Like, the way she came out, people think that she, you know, she was a bit over the top. But what if that's just how she is? Right? Like, speaking to her after the show, Ahmad, did you see any difference in her?
When we all hung out afterwards. I mean, she was still giving me some because she was upset with me, I guess. Still. So she wasn't very friendly with me. I try to be nice.
It's almost like you called her a city girl, immature. It's like sassy. It's like let me insult somebody on live TV and then go try to break bread with them after, bro. Come on now.
Everybody. You know, I didn't mean that. It wasn't nothing personal. Just that's the energy I was getting. So, you know, but yeah, she was still mad at me. So yeah, nothing really changed from that day, that whole night. You know, but you know, I did see her interact with everybody else. She did seem cool. You know, she was more friendly with everybody else and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to add. So I walked out with confidence, and I did roll my eye. Yes, I understand. But maybe I rolled my eyes because at that time I was confused. Like I, was just finishing, I want someone respectful, ambitious, and he popped. So I assumed that maybe he was disrespectful or maybe he was not ambitious. And then, of course, the other balloons followed.
That is a fair point. Now, she didn't know that the real reason why he had popped is her age. So it was bad timing on his part. Yes. But it didn't help that she said, I want a man who's ambitious, and then he popped, because that does look crazy. Like, dang, you not ambitious? Like, what's up with you? So I do get what she's saying. It was bad timing. That is fair.
Yeah.
Now, okay. That's fair.
Mm-hmm. But do you see, right? Do you see that rolling your eyes at that specific time? And the way you did it as well. It was like a film. It was like a movie.
Look, I ain't even
it was nasty, right?
It was real nasty.
It was like whoa. So do you understand why some of the guys felt the way that they felt?
Yes, I totally understand. If I could go back, I wouldn't have done that.
So it's the eye roll that basically took you out, realistic. Yes. So it wasn't really like your attitude, though. Really.
That was her genuine reaction, though.
Yeah, and again, I get what people are saying. The eye roll, like I said, out here, it's like that. It's like we talk like we said what one of our dudes on our Flock Talk Saint. The thing about the eye roll thing, it's not about the eye roll. It's about what you do after the eye roll, right? Because a lot of times it's like we got like crack joke humor out here. So when you do the eye roll, it's like somebody about to say something, and it's like you can either crack a joke or if you just leave it at that. If you leave it at that, the eye roll means nothing. We kind of don't care. It's what you say or do after that eye roll. That's why I was like, I don't think that was the key to attitude out here. But again, like people said, like people don't operate how we operate out here, so it's different.
No,
you know?
When a woman does it, it's triggering. When a woman rolls her eyes at a man, it's triggering. It's an immediate turn off. It doesn't matter.
Okay, well, I will delete my statement.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to.
No, I don't.
No, because
it is what it is. Hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like no matter what, it doesn't matter. She rolled her eyes, so she got eliminated for that.
Yeah, I got you.
It was mostly the eye roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it was a temperaments. It was a facial expression temperaments for me. That's what I said exactly. That's what took me out. That's why I popped. When she did that, I was like, oh yeah, this girl here is gonna be too much. And she had all the temperaments to go with it. I was like, nah, I'm done. I'm cool.
Yeah, you were making facial expressions as well, and you was
right. Call it out. Call it out. Call it out. Call it out.
And listen, the same thing that you throwing on her could be easily thrown back onto you.
Yup.
But a little bit worse because it's a man doing it.
But so I'm glad she did it. I'm glad she did it because all the dudes that dogpiled on her, are you going to hold him accountable? Yes or no?
No.
And if you say no, you're a hypocrite. Because he did it. She did it in that small segment. He did it the whole show. So are you going to call him out? Yes or no?
All right, let's get onto that. Let's get onto that as well. Throughout the whole show, you and Sean were like best buddies.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
The whole episode.
Like he wasn't involved. You and him was just chatting throughout the whole show.
Yeah. And,
look at him. Let me tell you what was happening.
I don't think I was as involved.
Nope. Y'all quick to see.
Nah.
But when she tried to defend herself, we ain't jacking that, right? But we not gonna hold y'all accountable?
Nah.
1 second, Ahmad. You was very hurt when she made that comment about your nose ring. And what else? He said it's the nose ring.
And the earrings. I see he don't have it in today.
I'm in the house. I'm not out right now.
No chill. No chill, Jaira.
Why did that get to you?
It's the nose ring and the earrings for me.
It's the same
It goes to show on the internet, bro. We pick a side and we just ignore everything else, bro.
Because of the majority popped, because of her eye roll, everybody glossed over his eye roll and all the expressions.
He committed the same crime, only he did it more often. But because she did it very loudly, we focused on her doing it. You ignored the fact that he did it the whole show.
Everybody got, you know. Listen, like I said, I'm used to this. I'm used to the clapback. It was just hilarious to me. Because when you ask for that, for her to say that, like I get this every day. People call me pretty boy, they call me all these type of things. I'm cool. I know who I am, so there's no problem. You know, I wear hoop earrings. I got 5 sets of hoop earrings. This is a permanent nose earring. This can't come out. So, you know, this is my look.
Okay.
So I mean, it was just hilarious for her to say that's the only thing she had to respond so quickly on. You know, I was like, okay, all right, cool. What's next? Anything else to say? That's all.
But that's what she did to the dude popping. So why are we killing her for doing it when you're doing it too? If you try to say it's the reason why she did it, then you're just excusing bad behavior. You're giving bad behavior an excuse. So the people shout out to man, I'm not even gonna shout people out, bruh. But I'm just saying, let's call a spade a spade. Y'all call me out on stuff all the time. And I gotta hold that. So let's call people out too. Y'all called that girl out for doing the same thing this brother did, but y'all didn't say nothing to him.
So I was like,
yeah, Sean, what did you want to say about your best buddy here? You two was talking about the whole
no, I was just saying that I was probably not as involved as it looked like. I feel like, and I ain't trying to throw shade on bro, but I feel like he was a little talkative, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not mean or nothing, so you know, I responded.
He didn't betray his brother.
Like, you know, I wasn't kikiing or nothing like that.
So Ahmad was instigating this. This is what we're hearing.
That's crazy.
I'm just being honest.
There's always one person. Every episode, there's always one person that does this, and there's always somewhere in the front, all the time. But I mean, at least you guys was respectful. The way that you carried yourself. It wasn't like annoying. Some people, they'll be trying to jump out in the screen so you can see them and stuff like that. So at least you stayed.
No, I pretty much was just pointing out things I seen on the ladies. I was just like, oh, you see that? You know, look at her shoe. Oh, look at her feet. I'm saying stuff like that. So, like, we was the first person to see them because we in the front of the line. So we see the ladies come out first. The back of the line, we don't see because we right there. Yeah. So I was just letting them know, hey, look at that. Oh, look what she know.
Yeah, it was stuff like that.
So.
Okay, so kind of a question for Jaira. So after, the episode came out, were you shocked by some of the comments you were seeing or any messages or anything that you're receiving?
So, I mean, a lot of people were saying that I have an attitude. And I now see how that was shown by the eye roll. I don't have an attitude at all. I mean, not all the time.
Okay. There you go. She cleaned it up.
But, I mean, as far as comments, I mean, they were commenting about my hair. I mean, it was humid in Arizona, okay? And that was actually my real hair. This is actually the same hairstyle. And yeah, my hair was just fuzzy.
I don't like how when y'all see, like, you know what? I'm gonna let it go.
In the back, I just needed to go like that.
I'm tired of fighting the same fights.
That's all I needed to do, but okay, yeah.
I was gonna say, as far as like for the attitude, do you see what they were saying though when people be like, you were very dismissive? I want to say, like, once you were done with someone, you were like, next, and I was like, oh, okay, let's just move on then. I don't know if you were uncomfortable and you're ready to get out of there. Is that what that also was?
Okay. It's a no.
Hey, everybody got,
Next.
Oh my. Okay, let's go over here.
It was just kind of like, for me, like, they rejected me. They didn't want to hear me out. So I didn't feel the need to actually sit there and hold conversations and, like, after you pop your balloon, after you rejected me.
Okay.
If I could, can I add to that situation real quick?
Yeah.
Me personally, I felt like, coming on the show, you shouldn't expect to have everybody's balloon, held onto. Like, you should expect to get some pops. So when that first initial pop happened and you rolled your eyes, it was just like, and that's why I said you was extra, or you felt kind of extra to me.
Shut up. It's her first time on the show experiencing a balloon getting popped in her face mid-sentence.
Yeah, some of y'all don't deserve to have microphones or like be able to speak in public. Shut up. Because that makes no sense. I get what you're saying, that you should expect people to pop, but you also have this thing called human courtesy. You expect to at least be able to say a sentence. Now, just because you get to see these viral clips of people popping on people as soon as they open their mouth or the soon they step out, does that mean that is how the show is ran for the majority? We have watched many pop the balloons where people at least got to get a full sentence and actually get to the question phase before everybody and their mama start tripping out. Y'all saw the eye roll and blew up.
Yep. And don't sit there and say, well, Arlette BM be telling us if we see something we don't like, go ahead and pop. Yeah, they do tell y'all that, but they don't tell y'all when and when not to pop.
So that was kind of my first initial thought process with that. But at the same time, I did feel like, you were being yourself. So again, it was just like, maybe just a little too much for me. So that's all.
Okay. Let's actually talk about makeup, right? Because it seems to be like a lot of guys have an issue with females wearing makeup on the show. Like Ahmad actually did say to Ashley as well that she's wearing too much makeup, right? What is too much for you, Ahmad?
Like, I don't like the beat face where you contour your face, you contour your nose, you contour your cheeks, so where you look different. Like right now.
Meanwhile, on the show with a host who has beat face, who, fun fact, Arlette's channel was makeup. So y'all be going on a channel that was foundationed in makeup tutorials and stuff like that, where she literally has BM do her makeup for her.
Yeah, it's like a little joke.
As a little jokey episode. And y'all be like, makeup is blah, 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 blah.
Now, Ashley, this is what she should have did, for my opinion, on the show. This right here. This is what
But she still looks the same, though. Do you get what she was trying to say? You can see that this is Ashley.
I think she looked better now. I think she actually looked better. I think this is a simple look. this is what I'm into. This is the type of woman I talk to. I'm into the athletic world, so women I talk to, they're wearing no makeup all day.
Obviously, they're in the gym.
Judge the book by its cover. Like Arlette sometimes opens up the floor to like the lineup, and it's like you had questions, you didn't even think to you literally assume you were like you look like you wear makeup every day, and that statement to me. I didn't want to. I held back a lot, but I was laughing because I was like, "Ooh, my friend's gonna come for you." Because all my friends, literally, they was blowing up my phone. They was like, "If he only knew."
True.
But just like,
it's a double-edged sword though, because if he only knew, he wouldn't have said it. But also, it is first impression.
Yeah, but he also could have asked because we had this happen with Rhea and Lawan's episode.
Right.
He assumed like it just looked like you wear makeup every single day, like you can't go out the house without makeup.
Right.
Well,
True.
But why? That doesn't even make sense to me.
I tried to save you, brother, but my argument don't work.
Yeah, that don't even make sense to me.
Men that think I tried to give him an out. Y'all gonna give me credit for that? I tried.
But at the same time, he is entitled to his opinion. Like if he doesn't like a woman that wears a lot of makeup, but specifically he's talking about the contouring, which is changing the shape of your face.
Right.
Or, deepening like your features and stuff like that.
Right.
That are normally not super all out there. Mm-hmm. I understand that.
Like just having the simplicity of just asking versus assuming. I thought that kind of took me aback. So.
No, you're right. I could have asked first.
Oh.
I'm just like,
accountability.
They say the show, it's a different environment. You're not used to being like that. And I'm just going off first impression. So as soon as I saw it, like I say, I see what I see. On my checklist, I know what I don't like. And that's all. I was like, okay. That's all it was.
Let me ask you guys something here. Do you not feel like sometimes you be popping because you're in that environment? Like that pop that you had right there, it's like it was probably unnecessary because you could have asked, a simple question. But do you not feel like sometimes that when you just hear one thing, you feel like because you're in the game, let me pop because I'm in the game. Is that how some of you respond to certain things you hear?
Well, I can say with Ashley, I probably popped prematurely.
Definitely did. But I mean, it would have been popped anyway. So like I said, I wasn't attracted. I'm sorry.
No, I know. It's cool. That's cool.
I wasn't
gotta be sorry.
I'm with Jay. I didn't care for the nose ring and that.
No, yeah. That's what I said. Everybody got their own preference. It's cool.
Yeah, it was exactly. It was a preference.
Yeah.
So it was like you gave me like pretty boy.
You call him pretty boy. So now that nullifies the whole thing of we got on him for calling her a city girl, but then y'all have no problem calling him pretty boy. Two wrongs don't make a right. So y'all just nullified that. So his statement is nullified. Y'all gave him that power.
I say everybody think that of me. That's what I get down here in Miami because the way I dress, but it's total opposite. But it's cool. That's how I come off.
Two
That's
wrongs
the way I
don't
dress.
make a right,
I dress real
y'all.
clean.
Yeah.
So Ahmad, you have your own gym, right, in Miami?
Yes.
But you also where was you working before?
I was a police officer, a sheriff.
Okay.
Wow. Thank you for your service, police
we've
officers.
Had a lot of
sheriffs, firefighters, nurses, doctors. Shout out to y'all.
Well. So how is that, right, from how you used to be in law enforcement to now, dating wise? Like, is there a difference?
Yeah, because back when I was in law enforcement, it took a big toll on my mental health. That's the reason I left. I was very anxious, couldn't really be on the outside like that. Everywhere I went, I feel like it was a target on my back. You working with detainees all the time. You see these guys on the streets when you out. They be on South Beach. They be everywhere you be. So I was never comfortable, and then and stuff like that. And it kind of like breaks down your social life because you can't trust anyone. You don't know who to trust. So what I was finding myself doing was dating in the department, trying to just date people, my coworkers, and that never worked either because we just clash all the time. So yeah, now that I'm out of there, now that I left 2 years ago, I was able to get my mind right. I'm able to flourish and start seeing life in a different lens.
Okay.
So yeah,
that's real talk.
I'm happy for you.
All right, let's move on now to Kevin. Right. So Kevin,
you talking about eyebrows over here? Kevin, we're out the way.
Did you come on the show to find friends?
Yeah, I love travel and fitness as well, which you're into.
Yes.
Let me ask you, you said that you like to live wild, more on the live life on the wild side.
Yes.
Okay, speak to that. What do you mean by that?
So I like to do wild, crazy shit.
Okay,
I
like
jumped
what?
out of a plane.
Okay.
I went skydiving, solo trips, very like facing my fears and like, just being down for whatever.
Cool. I like the A+ on your shoulder.
Yes.
I'm
thank you.
sapiosexual, so you gotta mentally stimulate me too, right? So do you have children, or do you want any?
I do not have any children currently, but yes, I would love to have kids.
Okay.
If it, comes about, if I find like the right partner and we're able to grow, why not like start a family?
Okay,
Yeah.
marriage as well?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm definitely into marriage and like the traditional lifestyle, growing and building
Okay.
with a partner.
Just like one last question, since you know about the wildlife and all.
Yes.
I would say I have an eclectic interest. I like to get out and have fun and turn up from time to time too. So if we're to do that on average, like, are you more on the we knocking and bucking ski side, or are we chilling? Are we listening to Frank? More relaxed? What do you like?
Oh, I'm down for whatever.
Okay.
Like, that's what I mean. Like, if you want to turn up, we could turn up. If you want to chill, we could chill. If you want to, like, do hiking and be out in nature, we could do that. If you want to be out in the tropical, like, beach, party, fun life, we could also do that. Like, I'm very versatile, very diverse. And, yeah.
I got you. Okay.
You
I'm gonna have
pop,
to.
pop?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Why are you
is that?
popping?
Why I'm popping is because actually think you're very attractive.
Yeah.
We have some stuff in common. I just didn't, when you walked out, and again, I do find you attractive, I just didn't feel that chemistry as far as like romantically. But I think you're really a dope person. I'd love to connect maybe on a friendship level if you're open to that.
Oh, yeah,
But
that's
we're strongly advised to be in.
My friends.
See, he didn't make the thing that didn't make sense about that was she met everything. She's attractive. She meets everything that you resonate with. You didn't feel it romantically, but you were gonna be friends. But what business do friends have knucking and bucking or hitting the what was he say? What did he say? The whatever musician, the slow jams in the wilderness. Like what business do two friends have doing that? It sounds to me like you want a little, you feel me? So, hey, that's just my opinion, though. That's my opinion. My opinion.
Are loud, so maybe I missed that part. That is hilarious.
So, Kevin, obviously, this is not Pop the Balloon and Find Friends. My question is, right, why? Because it felt like you was kind of getting her hopes up.
Like it seemed like he was interested.
Yeah,
right?
It seems like he was interested in her, and you're asking all these questions, diving into a lot of like deep questions, right? So when I'm filming, I'm thinking, okay, this guy has real interest in her. She's probably thinking that as well. Now, for you to now pop and say it's because you see her as a friend, right? When she came out, why didn't you pop straight away?
I said that I found her attractive, Jaira, but that I didn't feel something romantically. I remember when we first came on, you told us to really be intentional, right? Looking back at the clip now, I can definitely see how it seemed like I was trying to lead Jaira on, which, wasn't maybe the right way to go about it, to continue to ask questions. But the one thing I love about the show is that it gives us the platform to hopefully connect with someone. But I was also aware, kind of in the back of my mind, that it's not Kevin's balloon show. So it has the speed dating aspect to it, where all we have initially, right, is the look. And then hopefully by the prompts that are presented, by the opportunities to ask different questions, we can peel some of those layers back.
Yeah. My assistant actually...
I ain't gonna lie, bro. He just said a lot of nothing.
Yeah, because you're talking about I didn't feel the chemistry, but
she matched up with everything that you were asking for.
I could have sworn, like, in chemistry, like, you got to do a lot of research. You got to do a lot of deep diving and all this other kind of stuff before you get to mixing two different things.
Yeah. No, he said a lot of nothing.
You didn't even try to get to know the girl.
Yeah, he was chatting.
He told me that apparently you and her went out on a dinner date.
Oh! I always wanted a brother. I always wanted a brother quite like you. That is crazy work.
You rejected her in the public and then linked up with her behind closed doors.
That is not Aaron Pierre. Like,
you are a fraud.
No.
You're a fraud. You're a fraud. You rejected her in front of millions of people just to hit her up after. You're a fraud, dude. You're a fraud.
We did, yeah. So after the show wrapped, a lot of us went out together to a lounge. We hung out a little bit more. And then I was in Phoenix for another day. So just to kind of like also be fair about the situation, because it didn't seem like I was just leading her on. We did have some things in common. We did go out. We went to dinner just before I flew out, and just to get to know each other a little bit more.
Okay. How did it go?
It went very well. Like Jaira, like her personality, as you can see, like on the video as well, very open, very energetic. We don't communicate as often, maybe like once a week or so, if that. But the dinner date went well. But it's also, obviously the distance aspect is work and other factors. And I'm also one thing that I would say about myself that I could probably do better in, I try not to force things. I try to have things go organically. So if, for instance, I reach out or we set something up and it doesn't work out, that's cool too. But I'm not one to like, if it doesn't organically go a certain direction, force it, if that makes sense. I might reach out to you and, but after that, we'll just have to see where it goes. But
my problem with my problem with what he's saying, this sounds like those type of people of like, I'll deal with you when I feel like I'm ready to deal with you.
Yeah.
That's what that sounds like. Oh yeah, like we can be friends on a cool level, but if I know you're interested in me, and I'll get to you when I feel like I want to deal with you, or I'll interact with you if I think I feel like dealing with you today. That's what that comes off to me as. Not saying that's what it is. Yeah. That's just what I'm feeling from that, and that sounds very manipulative because she's interested in you.
Right.
You know she's interested in you. You know she's attracted to you, but you keep her on the side. Like, that's the same thing as chicks having rebound guys. That's a rebound. You got her on the bench just in case you get tired and need to sub out. That's wrong, bro. Yeah. I don't jack with that.
Ours cool, and yeah, but probably more so towards a friendship. But you never know.
But she's interested.
You gave it a try. That's good.
Yeah, I was trying to juxtapose it all that with, again, like giving people a chance, because as this show, as we'll probably talk about later, also showed, right? If you always go off looks, you don't necessarily always find your match either. So I was just trying to keep an open mind and heart about it and see where things go and be fair.
I'm not buying this.
And what did you guys all think about that segment?
I thought he liked her. I thought he was gonna match with her. The way he was talking to her, I was looking at him like, okay. I was like, all right, that boy.
I saw Armand. He gave him the look when you're looking at your bro and be like, yeah, you like the girl. I saw the look.
I'm telling you, I thought he was in there.
Yeah, after watching it back, I'm surprised you popped, because I'm like, oh, they feeling each other. She was, she likes to travel, and so.
Yeah, I seen it was like a match made in heaven for them two. That's what I thought. I'm looking like, man, got another match.
But Kevin, do you see what people see? Like when they see that, they think that, oh, it's a good story to tell here. Like you're both aligned with each other. So that's basically what this is not pop the balloon and find friends means. Because you're not gonna fall in love with the person that you meet straight away.
Facts.
No,
you're meant to see if you have something that you can both work on, match, and then offline see how you can build on that. People seem to think that they're gonna come on the show and they're gonna fall in love like this is love at first sight.
Y'all want instant gratification.
It might happen, but most
y'all be wanting instant gratification for something that actually takes time and work to get. This is not Disney where you see a dazzling, handsome man and you be like, oh, I want him. He's gonna be my Prince Charming, and y'all fall in love in less than 15 minutes. Instant gratification, that is a scam. Stop chasing after it. Work for it.
Most of the time, it's not. You have to, get to know the person.
100%, yeah. And actually, a friend of mine, after the show aired, when we talked, she called me and she told me like, "Hey, that's why you go on the first date and you find out, right?" So looking back, I definitely see that. But yeah, moving with intention. I wasn't trying to lead her on, which is why I'm glad that we did connect after, just to have that opportunity to ask each other some more questions. For
No, that's
sure.
good. That's good.
But you know, if you would have popped, you wouldn't have been able to ask her no questions. That's why you kept your balloon.
When my assistant told me that,
Yeah, I'm not about it.
I was happy. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
At least that whole statement and that whole segment can go. That's cool. All right, cool. All right, let's move on to Sean. Right.
All right, we can go back in our corner, Alex.
Yay! Hey, don't move me so fast.
Because you did something else as well on the show that was very wild.
Caused an uproar.
Let's play this clip.
Any final question between the two of you before we determine if this is a match?
I'm a pop.
Ooh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. The hesitation kind of threw me off, and then the comment you made earlier about hair, it kind of stuck with me.
Okay.
So yeah, it was like, I kind of just felt like maybe hey, you ain't want me for real. So yeah.
Which was
Arlette's
stupid.
like-
Because why would she?
Anyway,
Arlette was so over it.
girl, because why did he do that? You know, Sean, I think what got me in that moment was you said she made a comment about hair, but she made that comment like round one when she came out.
sure.
So if that was something that was
Yeah, she
like
did.
in your head,
Mhm.
why was that not a pop right away? Like if
It
that's
wasn't
something that bothered you so much.
for sure. It wasn't a pop right away because I was like attracted to her, so I didn't in that moment want to count myself out right away. But like once like the hesitation happened,
I don't believe none of this. Shut up.
What was she hesitating? Somebody refresh me.
Because she had two options. She had the dude who was perfectly career aligned.
Oh,
who
the other
who she
realtor.
should have picked.
Right.
She has to take the L because she should have picked the other dude. The other dude was the perfect match for her.
Right.
But she played herself by going for him. He's still a fraud, but she picked stupidly. Because at the end of the day, that brother, he still got a match. He still walked out. She didn't get nothing. She should have picked him.
But how are you holding her accountable, like making her be held accountable for being hesitant, and you came on the show with no intentions of actually matching with anyone?
Bingo.
That doesn't make any sense.
Bingo.
And neither did she. So it's just like, yeah, it's gonna be hard for her to pick because I'm like, oh shoot, dang.
Well, we don't know. No, we don't know if she did or not. We don't know. Unless, is this her?
Yeah, that's her.
Oh, I thought that was a completely different person.
That's why Amon said he don't care for like all the crazy makeup.
I thought that she was a different contestant.
No,
Okay,
that's
no.
her.
Okay.
it was like that plus the hair thing. It was like, okay, she already mentioned the hair thing, so I switch my hair up all the time. So it was like, that was just
Dang,
something.
maybe Ahmad is right about the makeup.
Yeah, the contours, stuff
Yeah,
like
because
that.
I can. Well, then again, I didn't see her. So hold on, let me see.
Either way, she's beautiful, but
Oh, okay, no. She does look like her. Okay. I was just bugging. I thought that she was a different contestant. My fault.
yeah.
Didn't see. Are you guys?
My fault.
Being in that
And that's-
spot, they still be there. Oh, Sean, now you know you had multiple chances to pop.
A chance, and I did, and
My fault.
then the hesitation. So it was just like, I wish I would have popped sooner, but I also heard not to pop, give her a chance, and I did, and so it was like just like
You done messed up, Arlette. See, here, I got you, Arlette. I got you, Arlette. Don't worry, I got you, twin.
He played it well. He played it well.
I got you, Arlette. I got you.
He played it well. She said, "Don't pop on her while she's trying to pick. Let her choose."
Hey, dab me up, gang. I got you, twin. I got you.
Yeah.
There you go, gang.
But
Lock it
then,
in.
But then now we at the final round. She chose. Now she got to ask her question: is it a match for you? Is it a match for you? He popped right from there. She didn't say you couldn't pop when y'all got up there.
Mm-hmm.
Let her choose. So he played it well.
at what moment do I pop?
Arlette looks so
Sean,
Yeah.
now you know you had multiple chances to pop.
Andy,
Agree. But until the hesitation,
And me
came,
telling
it
you
was
guys, give her a chance. That's because people always do this. They'll be there. Oh, she doesn't really like me. I'm popping. But it's like being in that
and
spot, it's
that's
really
how I
hard to
felt.
make a.
That's how I felt. So
Have
to
you
not,
guys
yeah,
all ever been to the movies before?
for sure.
Of
Yeah,
course.
like
So you
just
see,
yeah.
yeah, just the movies, right? You go and watch a movie, you see, like, you go and watch an action film. There's a lot of dramatics on, in action films, right? That's what I felt like with this whole segment. Because the moment Arlette asks you to come to the front, you say, oh, let me go. And then as soon as you get there, I'm a pop, pow. So do you understand, like, it's like, are you guys planning, like, is this a movie that you're planning to wait till the end to come to
No,
the wall and then say,
that's
oh,
not.
Nah, he chatting. You clocking ST right now.
Yeah.
You're chatting, brother, because you had so much time, like Arlette said, and even then, you waited. Like I said, you waited until she picked you. Here's the part that don't make sense for y'all that were defending him. She picked him over another guy, and then he said, "Yeah, I felt like she didn't like me."
Yeah, he's chatting. He's chatting.
She picked him over another guy and said, "Yeah, I like him better." And then the brother said, "Yeah, I just thought she wouldn't like me." And y'all was like, "Yeah, it's her fault."
It's the hair.
Man, y'all can't make this up, man. We had to change the battery, y'all. We talking
No,
about.
that's not how I planned on it going. That I wish it could
because
have
you
went
know,
different. And
because I feel like the ending scene is like, if you get to that segment and you pop, it's kind of like you should have just popped before you even get there.
Facts.
You feel me? And I feel like it's the laugh that you did that made it even worse.
Yep.
Like it was like planned.
Right, because it's
Right,
like,
right,
I'm a
I get
pop,
you.
and then everyone's looking shocked.
No, I get you. I get you.
Sorry. Yeah.
I mean, personally, like I'm
It was a
just,
nervous pop.
I guess, an awkward person that I felt the energy, the negative energy, and it was just like, oh, so it just, you know what I'm saying, it made me chuckle, and that's just, I guess, how I cope with that. But anybody that know me knows that I'm genuine, and I meant no harm behind that. I was not trying to, embarrass her or anything like that. It was just like, it was just a bad timing, maybe a misunderstanding. If that, it was just, yeah. So I'm sorry it went the way it went, but that's what happened.
Let me say this as well. All of you people that came on that episode are so mature, are so down to earth, like all of you.
Thank you.
You feel me? And it's like, I get it. Sometimes when you're in that studio, you act a way. You're like, oh wait, I didn't feel like it's gonna go this way, but it did. You feel me? So looking back on the show, what could you have done different, Sean, in that situation?
I think when I felt like I wanted to pop, I should have popped. Like, I think that as soon as I felt like she hesitated, I think that's when I really wanted to pop. But like, I gave her a chance. You know what I mean?
There was quite a long time that passed before I
Right.
told you guys, don't pop. Let her think. Because I always
Right.
know when people take too long, it always happens. So I feel
Exactly.
like people in the comments are like, oh, Arlette told him not to pop. That's why he didn't pop. And it's like, no, guys, there was time. He had time before I even made that
It was
comment.
time.
So you know what, Arlette? Like maybe I do need to be on the team because I said the same thing.
We've been saying the same thing.
Hey man, so hey, shoot, hey man,
It's not that hard.
hit your
y'all.
boy up, man. Put him on the roster. You feel me?
That's crazy.
Let us know. We'll do the Arlette X Kite collab. You feel? I'm sorry.
That's
Do your
crazy.
thing, man.
It was time.
Yeah.
And
So that's why I think there was more frustration on my end and in the comments because it's like you had time,
Did.
For sure.
you know? And so when you got up there and you popped and then you laughed about it, it was kind of like, are you being serious or is this a joke? Like, it was really weird,
Right. No, I
then,
agree.
like-
It looked bad. It looked bad. So.
Yeah.
And I knew
And then
that.
for
Even afterwards,
Ashley-
I apologized. I told her like I didn't, I wasn't trying to embarrass her or anything like that. It was just like just bad timing.
Definitely.
No, that's
gave
good.
him-
Yeah, even after that segment, I saw from his face like he really wished it didn't go the
that
way
way.
it did.
Yeah.
And that's how I knew that he didn't mean it like that. So
And then, yeah, so as for Ashley, girl, you getting dragged in the comments too. People are like, Ashley's decision making, we're questioning it, this, that, and the third.
I
Because
didn't expect that to happen.
yeah,
Really?
because people were saying in the comments, like, you had so much in common with the first guy, but you ended up going with the other guy. Talk to us, sis. What's going on?
You win the track game.
I kind of already knew I was gonna have to explain myself. Okay, so I'll say this. In Sean's defense, he is right. I did hesitate. And I'm gonna be honest, Arlette, I feel like I need a redo. No. I feel like if I'm being fully transparent, I just wasn't the biggest fan of the lineup in itself.
Okay.
And so when I did come out, just right off the back, me and Sean locked eyes. Like Sean was honestly the only person that I really found myself attracted to or connected with, and we kept connecting. And so that's ultimately was like my final indicator as to why I chose him over the other guy. And though me and Vince had a lot in common, my people are probably gonna come for me for this too, but this is obviously nothing of his own fault. These are his natural features, but I typically date like more mature looking men with the facial hair.
Shut up. Shut up.
Mom, we hope the sirens don't trigger you, brother.
Oh yeah, my fault, man.
Yeah, we hope if he does watch this video.
Yeah, my fault, bro. You. Yeah, the sirens are just for 3D magics. I'm sorry for people who have fight or flight like that activate off of that. My fault.
Yeah.
But come on, bro. You're lame.
And look a little bit older. So
look a little bit older. They was saying that boy looked like them old school hip hop R&B like Kid and Play and all that.
Yeah, but she's saying because he didn't have all those
beard.
Things. Yeah, she's more attracted to him basically.
You picked off of lust. You didn't pick off of what was good for you. Let's just keep it a band. You picked off of lust.
Well, attraction is the main part of a relationship.
Kick rocks, because how do blind people find love? Stupid.
The more I was asking questions and talking to Vince to me was like talking to my little brother. I have a 16-year-old brother, so it was like talking to.
The more she talks, Razoma 2.0. Why would you say that? Gosh. It's like talking to my little brother. You and your little brother talk about real estate and all that all day?
Maybe it's like his the tone in his voice sounds similar to her brother's.
Boy, man.
It was like, oh, you're so cute, you know? And so it was like, I'm not about to waste this man's time. Like, I'm not attracted. I was instantly turned off as soon as he began speaking to me, because the voice and everything for me just I didn't connect with it. And like the reason for the hesitation was, it was like, okay, these are my options. This is like, I have these two options. I can either go with a guy that obviously, it was very obvious, like he checks all the boxes of what I look for in a man, yes, but the feelings just wasn't there. It was like, and I didn't want to waste this man's time. Like,
so my thing is, my thing is, ladies, a lot of ladies do this, right?
Yeah.
What are you hesitating on if the person that you want is right there? Why are you taking 30 seconds to a minute to make your decision?
Like you said, we're in a show, and it was like, dang, this guy meets all the qualities of what I look for, but if I'm being honest, it's not there for me. And then for Sean, I hesitated with Sean because I didn't like the way Sean presented himself. We talked about it, we joked about it, but Sean was dressed like the first day of high school, and it did give like F-boy vibe.
Woo! So, it's crazy. Vince met all the things that you said that you desire in a man, but because his voice sounded and reminded you of your brother, he was not the right one for you, and you wanted a more mature man. But in that same conversation, you just said, this man, you were mad at him because he dressed like a high school boy. In the same conversation, by the way.
What's that called? Dang it. There's a term for it. Okay. But yeah. You're cooked on both ends.
Yeah, you're deep fried.
Crispy.
For me. So I was like, dang, like had you presented yourself in a better way, it would have been a no-brainer. But the fit was fly, but for like a date night, and just the way I came, it just wasn't there. But I went with my gut, and my gut was like, you keep looking at this guy. I just thought it would have been unfair to the other guy to like have my eyes on this person and not be looking at this person.
But this is the thing though, right? This is the thing. An outfit can be changed from Sean, right? Okay, exactly. It can be changed, right?
Yeah.
That other guy, you're not interested in him because there's no beard.
Right.
It was the beard.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. You said you prefer a mature man with facial hair. You're not even into that guy. Yeah. So your only obvious option is to pick Sean straight away. You see this show? If you make one mistake, then stuff like that can happen. Yeah. Sean now feels like, okay, now I can also pop because she hesitated.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep, because now you getting the thing of Vince, you only kept Vince up there because you like what he could give you or what he could bring. You didn't like Vince. You didn't like him at all. Yeah.
Him as a person, like he's goal oriented, he's very intentional, like he's smart, he maneuvers himself very well, like, he got a lot of connects and, he's very ambitious. So
yep. So it was the guy I like or the guy that can give me everything that I want. Because Vince, you just said you weren't attracted to him.
Yeah, but he checked off all of your boxes.
He was the perfect guy, but you just don't like him.
Yeah,
not like I said, I hesitated because both of them it wasn't what I was wanting at the end, and I didn't know I could maybe
you could have popped both.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So I've never like I said, I don't watch the show enough.
You didn't know that. BM said if you're not feeling anyone, pop anybody.
Yeah,
he told you guys that.
Like I don't like I said, I watch like clips, but I don't really see how the show goes. So naturally, I thought we were just.
You just heard from the producer how the show goes.
Why are y'all going on shows that you don't know about? I watched a 30-second clip of a 2-hour show. I'm gonna go on it. This is why I'm telling you, bro, the devil has no problem conquering the stupid people of this earth. Because we just make it so easy to point out who is stupid and who is actually thinking. It's a 30-second clip of an hour-long show. You know how many minutes are in an hour? 60. Let's break it down. What is a minute? 60 seconds. You made a decision to go on an hour-long show after you watched half a minute of a clip. And then you go on show and make dumb decisions. You get backlash for the dumb decisions that you make. And then you go, well, I didn't know this is how the show went. Even though there's 46 episodes, 45 prior to you being there. Not to mention the Nons-Mirage version, the Kicking It Too Cold version, y'all just.
It makes it worse only because it gives the impression that
you're clout hungry. You just came on here for clout.
That the show doesn't direct people and they're eager to have people match just with anybody when they specifically tell the contestants, even if you make it up to this point and you don't like them or you're not attracted to them, you can still pop. There's no commitment that you have to make to the person that has the last balloon. She still could have popped.
The problem is not pop the balloon or find love, and it's not their choosing. It's the people. The people are the problem. It's not them. It's these people.
Because the formula works.
The formula's not the issue. It's the people.
You're putting in the wrong answer.
And it's hard to vet when everybody says one thing and then we get to this point and then we find out you weren't there for the original purpose. He wasn't there for the original purpose. He wasn't there for the original purpose. She wasn't there for the original purpose. And he wasn't there for the original purpose. But we got all of these people who probably said something different and saw the opportunity, not what the opportunity was about, and then came on the show, and then now they get the backlash. Y'all should have vetted better. No, stop letting people, how about we just stop people from just doing stuff off of impulse?
Yeah, because there was only, one match this episode?
There was two.
Two?
Just gonna come up there, ask a couple more
the
questions.
People ruined Pop the Balloon.
Like I said, Sean didn't even allow us to get up there to ask any more questions. To find out anything else. And one of the main questions, the last question I wanted to ask was where are they from? Because I didn't ask that, right? Mm-hmm. And I probably would have popped on Sean then, because come to find out, we did hang out afterwards. So we like Kevin said, we all hung out. And we ended up having a good time. And then me and Sean, we ended up going to a bar and hanging out even more. He's actually, in his defense, he is a cool guy. He did come up to me and apologize. He instantly felt bad. He was like, I shouldn't have done that. I could have handled it a different way. So immediately after, I gave him a hard time at first. He's like, can I get your info? I was like, nah, stand on business. But we ended up being real cool afterwards. And at the end of the day, he, like I said, we did connect, and it showed aftermath. But he's cool. We haven't really spoken since then. But again, that's he's in Chicago, I'm in LA. It just
you would have popped over distance.
For me, wouldn't have worked, and I'm probably sure for him as well. But he's a cool guy.
Oh my gosh!
It's almost like there's a question on there. Are you open to dating long distance? Freak out of here, bro. It's the people. The people ruin Pop the Balloon.
So Jaira, what did you think about that segment?
I feel like Sean could have popped earlier. When he figured out that whatever it was, the hesitation, or maybe he could have popped on the braid thing. I don't know. But I do feel like that's also what Emmanuel did to me.
Okay. So you feel like you got popped on because you got walked up there as well. Mm-hmm. But I feel like Emmanuel was giving it a chance. He was trying to talk to you, but you were still giving him all the sass, girl. He was trying.
I don't feel like I was giving him sass.
What you feel and what you are two different things.
Throw them all away.
Really? Third, he popped.
Yeah, you definitely gave him some. You definitely said to him, you went 0 to 100 him as soon as he popped.
I'll say no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. It's okay, because I was going to say no, too.
Oh, okay. Why is it a no?
Because of that. You know what I'm saying? Because of that. I like it, but it's too much. You know
okay, yeah.
Okay. What's too much?
She a little attitude, but it's too much.
Attitude.
And why were you going to say no?
He's a cool guy. I like that he's ambitious, although I'm not sure about the fit.
This is so cringy.
The pants look a little wrinkly, It is dressed to impress. My mama would have told me to iron my pants.
I feel it. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's cool.
All right.
What did everyone else feel about that segment?
That was the point. We said after the eye roll thing, right? After the eye roll thing, because people are going to say she have an attitude. If she would have carried herself gracefully, even beyond that eye roll thing, through the rest of that segment, people would have had a fighting ground to make arguments for her. And defend her of saying okay, she did the eye roll, but really, y'all did all that over an eye roll. Versus when she did that and the way she was going back and forth, and she got to that final segment, and this is what we said in our reaction, that is when she solidified and proved all of those men up there correct. Because you doubled down, you stooped so low, you stooped even beneath the point they were making.
Especially towards a man that did not pop his balloon off of your reaction of another man popping his balloon towards you. Yeah. Emmanuel, you a trooper for that one.
Emmanuel and
Jaira.
I felt like
You
I
have a clip?
felt like he was gonna pop. I felt like he was gonna pop.
So,
I was
Sean, you felt like he
surprised.
was gonna pop?
Yeah,
I was surprised that he even took it that far because when we was in the
yeah.
back, the type of guy he was playing, how he said he was, type of stuff he was into, that wasn't a match I thought was gonna happen. But he even took it up there. He was being nice, asking questions, trying to get to that point. And like you said, she was on fire. And then once he popped, she just turned to a monster, talking about his pants, talking about the
The
iron, her
monster.
mom with the iron. I'm like, yo, I couldn't
She
believe
said,
it.
"Mama told me."
My mama said, come out the house with the iron. I'm like, man. I'm looking like, oh my God.
And they get to say all this because you gave them this. You threw the lob. You didn't. You just, bro. You are the most phenomenal point guard ever, man. You gave it to him, man.
I'm like, this. He just went ham. But I think Emmanuel was a nice guy. I think he did it. I think he had some. He was strong in his character, and he did not bend, despite all that. Couldn't have been me. I don't know. He's the man for it. But yeah, yeah.
From
It
a
was crazy.
girl's perspective, right?
What?
And maybe I don't know. I want people like the age and she's still young, and I'm like she's young, but she's not that young. But I definitely think you could have. If this is who you are, then that's just who you are. Looking at it back, and I don't know if the things were cut. It did look like you came in hot, and it was like at the end, it looked like, in my opinion, you was trying to have like a viral moment. It looked like just looking into the camera and trashing his pants. It didn't. I get it. It sucks to be rejected. I mean, hell, look at me.
You're in the same position.
I got rejected, but it was a different reaction. I think, especially as a woman, men really look at those things. So it's like maybe and now you're doing it on a platform. So it's like just kind of however you want to view yourself or you want people to view you is how you should like carry yourself. So if it was the attitude, it was the sass, and it was just like ripping guys at the pants. Like, they don't know you, you don't know them. What they don't like, what they don't like, never take that personal. Like, own who you are, and if they don't like you, just know, like, be able to walk away on that platform and be like, I know what's for me will never pass me, and have that confidence, and just know, like, these men weren't it for me. And if just as much as these guys weren't into you, you weren't into them. So it's like, what difference it make? But to have an attitude about it or be upset about it, it's like, it's nothing to be upset about. Like, your man will find you. You know what I mean? Like, don't let those things phase you. And that's why I think, there's people saying like, oh, like she took that with grace. It's like, well, what's for me
You
is
don't know
for me. We weren't supposed to be a match. It is what it is. Like, I came on here, I can at least say I tried, and it didn't work out. And now we're all cool, so.
Right. If a guy came out like that, the way that Jay.
You got something to say?
She little sis to you.
She little sister?
Yeah.
You instigate.
What came out?
I'm popping.
What do you think?
She little sister you.
I'm popping. I'm popping because it's like, what did I do to you? You don't know me. I don't know you. Why are you ripping at me? Like, what's the attitude for? We here to have fun. We all are already in a vulnerable space. This is very already uncomfortable as is. We don't need to make it even more uncomfortable than what it already is. Let's just have fun, enjoy each other, and just get to know one another. And if it work out, cool. And if it don't, cool.
Yeah, I agree.
So I would just like to add, because everyone's saying maybe I came out hot. I came up with my head held high. I strutted in. I don't feel like that gave attitude. I was authentically myself. I wasn't attracted to the others. I mean, I told them I wasn't attracted. I mean, I gave Sean his props. But everyone's making it seem like oh, she wasn't attracted to them because they rejected her. And I mean, I would say
I don't see how this is supposed to help your argument at all.
It's not helping her argument.
I would rather you just not have said any of this and just, you know what you should have did is the same thing you're doing now is the same thing you should have did on that episode. You should have just calmly nodded in silence, grit your teeth, and walked out with grace, because you would have here's the thing that y'all don't understand about leaving out with grace, right? When people assume you're a fool, the worst thing you can do is open your mouth and confirm their suspicions. The wisest thing you can do when people think you're a fool is to say nothing and prove them wrong through your actions. Right? So when they called you ghetto, when they called you sassy, when they said attitude, when they said you're extra, that's the assumption. The thing you should have did was prove them wrong. Take it with grace. Take the feedback. Take the criticisms. Get off the pride at the end of the day, because it would have looked so much better. Because the story goes from this attitude-filled women made these men pop. The argument turns into, was this woman really the problem? They said she had an attitude. They said this, but there was only one thing that they saw that from. The rest of her character was genuine. Versus you gave them that power. You acted that way. So now they told the truth. They confirmed it. They said you were extra. You decided to be extra.
In that moment she was.
say the y'all are saying maybe I have an attitude, but I was smiling, I was laughing. Like, unless I'm bipolar, I mean,
don't
maybe I didn't
yourself.
Take it as having
don't do
an
that.
attitude.
Like it was
double down and put
like
that
I
on
said,
yourself.
from a woman's it was the next, it was like those things. So that's what people are talking about. Like when you do I'm just saying, like, just word of advice from a woman to a woman, it's like if you doing stuff like that, yeah, it's gonna come off as giving an attitude. You know what I mean?
Nah, she is little sis in her. That's crazy. That's crazy. This is a real-time little sis.
I mean, there wasn't much smiling either. It was just like, nope, he's not my type. Next.
It's not what you say, it's how you say it, you know.
Yeah, it could be the tonality, it's the facial expressions, it's all those things. So if you're not
At the
embodying
same
that,
time, I could tell that you was being yourself, and I can appreciate that, even though it might have been extra for me. Like I definitely, like, you were being yourself, and I respect it.
Yeah, I think she was being herself.
I want to wrap this up here. I want to ask you all a question before we leave. Do you feel like in this generation that we are respecting each other enough?
No.
The females and the males. Do you feel like there is respect in this generation?
A lot of stuff y'all do.
I think there's a lack of respect.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you guys think that?
I just feel like now in the world, women now is taking on that mask.
And here he goes. This is the problem. We want to play blame game. That's the problem. We want to play blame game.
But he's right, KiteZz. Women are too masculine. They are the problem.
You're the problem.
Nah, man. I'm a high value man.
You're the problem.
Nah, man. I fly out and I'm passport bro, man.
You're the problem.
Oh, man. I'm a king.
You're the problem.
Women should be bowing down and kissing my feet.
You're the problem.
I'm the prize, man. I'm not the problem.
You're the problem.
Nah, man. These women in their egos, man.
You're the problem.
Can't stand it, man.
You're the problem. And let's flip it. I'm a high value woman.
I don't need a man to take care of me.
You're the problem.
I'm the prize.
You're the problem.
You're the option.
You're the problem. Keep going. Nope, you gotta go equal. Keep going. Let's do it. Because if we gonna do the men, let's do the women. Come on, keep going.
I'm trying to think of more. It's hard.
I got it right here.
Go ahead.
A man should be providing for me.
Oh, Tell
me I'm the problem. Come on.
No. You're the
a man should be providing for me.
You're the problem.
These men don't know how to be men.
You're the problem.
These men are sassy.
You're the problem.
These men don't know how to be men in their communities.
Ooh, you're the problem.
These men don't know how to fine dine and wine me.
Ooh, you're the problem.
These men think that taking me out to Cheesecake Factory is quality. I deserve better than that.
Oh, you're the problem.
These men don't know. They think that just because they pay the bills, they can tell me what to do.
These men are sassy. You're the problem. You're the problem. You're the problem.
It's sad, bro. The real people who have it figured out are the people that took a step back from the men's side and the women's side, took a step back and looked at the picture of a whole and said, y'all are wrong for doing that and y'all are wrong for doing that. And it's because y'all both do that wrong. This is why we're at where we're at. But y'all want to pick sides, but y'all both wrong. Y'all are both wrong.
And I feel like even if there weren't things for both parties to complain about, both parties will find a reason or an excuse to not like match or mate or with the other party. Like, we just can't coexist anymore at this point. That's what it feels like.
Masculine role, that super independent role. They're demasculate men. They feel like they can do everything by themselves. They don't need men for anything. So I feel like they putting men to the back burner, trying to make them be more submissive. I feel like the gender roles is changing, at least trying to change, And I feel like, people don't know the roles they're playing when it comes to relationships, so I feel like that's where the lack of respect comes.
When it comes to
men.
So remember how at the start of the video, we pointed out that the women both blame the men for everything. Now the man is blaming the women for everything. Because he didn't say nothing that the dudes was doing wrong. Y'all see how the duality of human beings, the duality that we have, is crazy.
Yeah, go ahead, Sean.
I was just gonna say, when it just comes to respect itself, I feel like in regards to like the saying, like in order to give respect, you got to give respect. I feel like everybody's kind of walking with a guard up and waiting for somebody else to kind of show them that respect before they give it in return, instead of just going into something respectful. If that makes any kind of sense.
Good job. That is a good answer. He's not playing blame game. Let's talk about it as a whole. Good answer.
Yeah.
Let's hear from Kevin.
Yeah, even without putting it through the lens of like necessary gender dynamics, to Ahmad and Sean's point, you got to self-respect yourself like first. You know what I mean? I feel like if you respect yourself, that's going to resonate how you treat other people as well. And I feel like that's kind of missing in society, as do I. I'm not sure. Maybe it's anxiety, maybe because of social media, false expectations, or maybe it's just because people don't take mental health serious enough, don't know how to overcome certain things to deal with themselves. Yeah. But I feel like respecting yourself first is going to carry over in respecting others.
Nope, that is
good answer.
A fact. That is a fact.
Ahmad, you missed the mark so heavily.
Because you can't demand respect from people when you don't respect yourself. They treat you how you view yourself.
So this is a problem in the dating field right here. He pointed it out. 1, everybody's lacking self-respect. You don't respect yourself, and then you don't know how to give respect. Boom. Everybody has their guard up, and you guys need to be coming into the thing with respect towards each other. Respect a man as a man. Respect a woman as a woman. Let a woman stay in a woman's place. Let a man stay in a man's place. But you have to give the respect to these people. You don't get respect. You're not owed any respect. But you need to give respect. Because guess what? You give what you get. If you give respect and they disrespect you, to the people that see it, they're going to see one person was respectful, one person's a scumbag. Don't be the scumbag.
And don't confuse self-respect with pride. Those are two different things.
Okay.
And then Ashley?
I'm sorry, my internet went out, so can you repeat the question?
Yeah, I think you guys had all said like respect is lacking. We're just trying to see why you think that for both ends, male and female.
I think one being social media. You got a lot of people that have, they got their podcasts now, and it's giving everybody this platform to speak on their opinions. You got people that think they have all these options. You have people that, you know, these podcasts are talking about gender roles and females and males, and everyone thinks they're an expert in this field all of a sudden. You know, you have women that, well, I think a big part of it too is, you know, what we install in our minds. You know, you got a lot of music that women are down talking men, you got men down talking women. So I think it's a lot of just influence of just misinformation and opinions and music just that are just influencing this culture of just, you know, how people think these days. And, you know, you tend to be what you are, what you consume. So you got to be really careful and intentional with what you're listening to.
Yep.
She's 1,000% right about the music thing, and some of y'all don't realize it. What was Lucifer the angel, the archangel of in heaven?
Is it?
When God cast him out, God didn't take the gift. He didn't take the gift from him. He was God's minister of music. So what tactic do you think would be the most powerful tactic for a guy who's trying to lash out back at God?
Music.
So when y'all listening to y'all Sexy Reds and y'all listening to y'all Lottos, but y'all wondering why men keep saying that y'all got this and this and this, you're not protecting your spirit.
Y'all listening to Future and all them other people.
When you're listening to your Futures, when you're listening to your Drakes, when you're listening to all these people calling women bees and all this and tricks and oh, if she ain't got an 8P, she ain't my B, all that. But then you're wondering why women are saying that you don't know how to treat a woman properly.
And I honestly think it goes beyond just like the music and stuff. She said a key word is just influence in general. Because, like, yeah, we could say like the podcast played a role in it, but let's be real. The podcasting didn't get really popular, like really big until like pandemic. Before all of that, it was literally the people you hang around, the people you were raised by, the things that you see, the things that you quote unquote experience, the things that you constantly like willingly consume because you want to experience because you see everybody else experiencing it, alongside with social media, music, targeted marketing towards specific groups. Like if you look at how they advertise towards women versus how they advertise towards men, it's a premeditated agenda to keep us divided, to keep us from not getting married, not having kids, not being in relationships, not building as a society. There's a reason why there's a crap ton of people that are either single, they don't have kids, they're not married, and there's a lot of people now today that don't even want those things.
Especially nowadays more than anything.
And Jaira, what about on your end?
Yeah, I would say I agree with Ashley. It's most definitely like social media, the music, and things of that sort.
Okay. I would like to say that.
So, Ahmad, you're the only one who didn't pass this skill check, brother.
Yeah.
You failed miserably.
And another thing, people left God out of the equation. People completely abandoned God. God is love. We're supposed to love on each other. We're supposed to want to be with one another. We're supposed to show kindness towards each other. They completely just like dismembered that from their own beliefs, their own morals, their own values as a person. There's been so many situations where somebody has been disrespectful or rude or blatant towards us physically, directly, and we constantly show love and turn the other cheek. There's been constant examples of us showing love to our enemies, even though we don't view them as enemies, but they view us as enemies. Nah, bro, like y'all want love, get God in your life. He'll give you everything else you need and want.
And I already know there's gonna be somebody in here that said, "Well, Kite told people to shut up. That's not good. Be quiet."
And he don't think, and just because we say and do things on this platform, don't think we don't get reprimanded for it. Don't think we don't repent for it. Don't think that we're exempt from experiencing a fall that everybody else experienced. We're not perfect people. We hold each other accountable. We listen to the things that y'all say, and we keep in mind, like, okay, when y'all call us out, we take note of it. We repent for the things that we do. We're not perfect people.
The reason why I say the things I say and the tones I say and the reason why I say it is because at the end of the day, the message needs to be said. And sometimes you can't sugarcoat the message. Sometimes you have to be blunt. Sometimes you need to tell the person who is talking too much about the wrong thing and they're off the mark to be quiet. Shut up. And it's not because you feel like you have authority over them. It's because they need to be listening. They're missing the point. It's not direct at them. I don't got no ill will towards nobody in these videos. At the end of the day, I don't know these people. This is my genuine reaction. It's a reaction. Reaction. At the end of the day, that's what it is.
This is the example that I like to give people when we can all come here and speak about things on a level and we can all be cool with each other at the end of it. Because our platform is not like you come here and you argue with people and then you have enemies.
Yeah.
Our platform is you come here, even though we have these segments, we can still speak about it and know how we can, you know, work on these situations rather than, oh, let's all just fight against each other. Because at the end of the day, guys, men need women and women need men. How was we all created? How was we all born into this earth? You feel me? So, and some men as well, I must say, some men forget that. Like, you know, like women, they deliver you. They you know, they're the ones that you feel me? A lot of men are forgetting that.
Without them.
And then for you to go out your way to disrespect them. If you see another man that's in love with their wife, you're calling him what's that word?
A simp.
I've been saying that for episodes. I've been getting called simp for defending my wife. I've been getting called simp because I try to see it down the middle, because I try to be fair. One dude tried to call me out and expose me. Yeah, this kite guy only goes out, he only goes after the men. I have a whole series on this channel called The Worst Women Ever. Just like I have a series on this channel called The Worst Men Ever. Then I also have a series as We're All Cooked. And I've been getting called simp to my own wife. Hello.
But also as well, ladies as well, not every single man is trash. You know, you need a man, you know, if you want to build a family, have kids and stuff like that. So we all need to get on. Let's get on with it. Stop all this gender wars and stuff like that. Please stop. All right, guys. So I want to ask you guys, who wants to come back?
Who would want to come
Who
back?
wants to come back?
Yeah, like on Pop the Balloon. Like, would you guys like to come back? Who would?
I would be open to it, but probably not until the end of the year to next year, if I didn't find no one by then, only because of work and travel.
Trust me, we probably have about...
Kevin, I hope you find somebody by then. Come on now.
Yeah.
I mean, but, you know, KiteZz, I'll let you know if it'll happen, it'll happen. I'll keep an open mind and open heart. But I appreciate you guys giving us a platform, and I would be just in the future, because right now work and travel's busy.
Okay. Well, everyone comment down below who you think we should bring back on the show. I want to see your comments.
Yes.
And then I'll see who
Bring
I
back
can bring
Emmanuel.
back. Well, guys, thank you for joining us on this podcast.
Yes. Thank you all so much.
This was great.
All right. Yeah, y'all can bring back Emmanuel, but that's it. Don't bring back nobody else.
Also, y'all see the like? We liked it, by the way. Get off us. All right, man. Shoot. Peace.